submitted for your approval. A twisted fairy tale from the warped mind of a man named Grimm. A dark story of murder, child endangerment, and even, dare I say it, cannibalism. A tale that reaches from here to there, found only in the twisted Thereybook tales. As with most of our productions, we'll be taking a time-loved children's classic and
twist it into something evil. I say.
I am telling the story here.
So you keep telling us.
If I may continue, please. Okay, good. This is Grimm.
Well, you can say that again.
This is one of Grimm's fairy tales, updated for modern Therian life.
You mean the guy who made all those buggies originally wrote this story? I didn't know that.
No. Allow me, please, to introduce our story and then our main characters. Once upon a time, there lived an Abby who married a well-known Ther designer. He was very well off, so she felt safe bringing her 2 children into Ther, as he was paying for everything. Alas, the designer's real-life wife found out, and he was banished from Ther forever, leaving the Ther Abby, a widow, to fend for herself and her 2 noobish offsprings.
The rat never even mentioned he was married. You'd think at least he'd leave me all his Thereybucks.
Well, he didn't, and now the rent is coming due on your house. So allow me to introduce the widow Abby parent and her 2 children, the noobish, and her 2 children, the noobish Hansel and Gretel.
I'm here through pump. You up?
I said Hansel, not Hans. Where's Gretel?
Well, you see, her membership came due, and Mom didn't renew it. Besides, the endowment for the arts is being slashed, and boy, is she mad.
And I suppose our budget was cut and we can't afford to pay for Gretel anymore?
Got it in one.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
No, we didn't have the money for the dwarf either, so just read around those parts, okay?
Dwarf? There's a dwarf in Hansel and Gretel? Since when? Say, let's just stick to the script. So I guess their bucks were getting pretty scarce in there.
Aren't they always?
So in grim fashion, it was up to the Abby widow to stretch her monthly allotment out further, having 2 extra mouths to feed.
1.
Yeah, right. Having 1 extra mouth to feed, she decided she would be better off as a solo act, if you know what I mean. But Hansel's membership was already paid up, and he wanted a hoverboat.
Hey, Mr. Narrator, can I have a hoverboat?
Get away from me, noob. You bother me.
Besides, it's hard to pick up men at Valley High with a kid in tow.
What?
Never you mind.
Yes, Mom.
And stop talking back to the narrator. It's a bad habit.
Yes, Mom.
And we don't want any bad habits now, do we?
Yes, Mom. No, Mom.
If you hadn't already noticed, Hansel was still a bit noobish behind the ears.
Now go to the cafe and get me a fresh flaming banana. This drink is empty.
Yes, Mom.
Whatever shall I do? Ever since my rich designer and their husband was lost to his real-life wife, we've been poor as a noob.
And we all know how poor those can be, don't we, kids?
What? Never mind. As what was I saying?
You were about to reveal your evil child snuff scheme.
Oh, yeah, right. Thank you. Wait, that makes it sound so evil. Now, how to get rid of the extra baggage.
Hey, I heard all that. Just because I go off stage doesn't mean I can't hear you.
Well, pretend you didn't hear her and turn off your voice for a second.
Smookums, can you hear Mommy?
Good. Go ahead, Widow Mom.
I can have him put his dog Whitey into auctions and sell it for some magic beans.
God, that's the wrong story.
Well, I can give him a link to a far-off teleport spot, then erase the book. That way he will be able to find his way back home, and I can still have a better chance at finding a man with Thereybook.
Won't he just use the undo teleport function?
Good thing he doesn't have his voice on right now. If you have not noticed, Hans is a bit noobish.
You could just sell off some of your stuff or give up this house.
What? Give away my clothes? My car? My things? The house? Never.
And so she launched her twisted scheme. Hansel came back into the room.
His voice is off.
Oh, right.
Good, Hansel. Thank you for getting me a hot drink.
Yeah, they only had cold drinks at the cafe.
That's not good enough. Say, I have this book here with a teleport link to a place where they have flaming bananas. Please use the link in the book and go get me one.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't have a vehicle. How can I get back?
Never you mind. Just use the link.
Yes, Mom.
And so, having sent her last remaining offspring to a certain death, the widow Abby happily goes off to look for a hunk at Bali High.
Woohoo! I'm hot. Buy me stuff.
And so, Hansel arrived at the woods. I said Hansel arrived at the woods. Well, Hansel, you okay? Hansel?
Jeez, I seg violated when I used that link.
Typical. Well, welcome to your final destination.
That movie was so gross. Hey, I don't see any hot drinks here.
Well, duh.
Don't tell me Mom tricked me?
All right, I won't tell you that your mom tricked you. Hansel wandered around the forest for hours and hours.
Seemed like seconds to me, not hours.
Well, it would be pretty dull if you just wandered around this mostly empty stage for a few hours, so let's just pretend and jump ahead, okay?
Okay.
Anyhow, Hansel wandered around the forest for hours until he came upon a strange house.
Oh, look, a strange house.
Thanks for the news update.
I wonder who put such a tasty-looking house here. And they left the front door open.
Inside the house, he finds a mysterious book.
Let's see. What strange tome have I uncovered here?
Hansel reads the title aloud.
To serve children. Hey, perhaps this woman will be my buddy mentor.
Hansel struggles to understand the text of the tome.
Hey, there's ingredients. What is Soylent Green?
But being a bit noobish, he had a hard time of it.
Oh my God! It's a cookbook!
Hansel was a bit miffed. Hansel was perturbed? What? Hansel was frightened for his very life at the thought of a cannibal preying upon innocent young children.
Well, I was really more interested in what person would write such a book. What publisher would print and ship, and what store would stock and sell it. Yeah, I'm a bit miffed.
All of a sudden, an evil, wicked witch appeared on the scene. What?
Hi, Sonny.
What? We couldn't afford a wicked, evil witch?
No, the witch wanted extra T-bucks for selling her good name. Besides, get paid twice this way. And Bali High didn't pan out. It was empty.
How about an evil witch costume at least?
I'm a bit short on T-bucks, as was revealed in the first scene.
Okay, good thing I'm rich. Here's some T-bucks now. Go into the auctions and get changed into something that looks like a witch. Let's see. as I was saying, and then all of a sudden an evil, wicked witch appeared on the stage. Anytime, witch. You finding anything in auctions? Must be slow loading those pages, huh? Wicked witch.
I'm putting them on. Hang on.
And then the evil, wicked witch walked onto the... Whoa.
The auction's ready.
Wow! Mama looks hot, man. I'm feeling a little bit of an Oedipus complex developing here.
Hansel was sure getting something, all right. It's a good thing this play is not being performed in Second Life.
You can say that again.
It's a good thing this play is not being performed in Second Life.
Ugh. So come into my gingerbread house, young boy.
I ain't going in there.
Oh, you're already in there.
We all are already in there.
Now come inside, you plump little boy.
I don't think so.
Now, what did your mother teach you about strangers?
Hansel tried to think back to what his mom had taught him, but he was still a bit noobish behind his ears.
Oh, well, the strangers have the best candy and stuff to borrow.
That's right. So, come with me.
Hansel entered the witch's... Hey, what are you two talking about over there?
Well, we worked out a new ending.
A new ending?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So, the witch suddenly turns and says...
I have decided that eating children is wrong.
Good!
Yes, my youthful cannibalistic tendencies were just placed upon me by the stereotypical grim character archetype. Besides, nobody eats in there.
Hansel and the witch look towards the narrator. Huh?
So we have decided, since their Thereybucks are so tight, I should marry you instead.
Hey, wait, no way. I'm not getting married to some gold-digging witch. Hey, where are you pushing me? Stop that, hey, stop that. Wait, if you put me into this hot oven, who'll do the closing narration? Hey, this thing is hot.
Well, it's a good thing it's a no teleport zone. If you want out, just marry me and give me the deed to this place, all your T-Bucks. Oh, and my daughter needs her their membership renewed. She's making my life a misery in home.
Well, what if he complains to there?
I don't think so. He'd have to explain how he's willing to have you eaten. I'm sure there are frowns on child abuse. And it's the weekend anyhow. No one will be here to help him, at least until Monday. Sometimes they're very slow at responding, so it might take up to a month. By then we'll have his money. Besides, I think you'll love living in a nice, tasty house made out of trees, and I'm sure your sister will have no trouble in finding a nice, rich designer of her own to sponge off of once she's back in there.
Ironic ending, surprise twist, a tale that could only be told. And oh my God, it's hot in here. Hey, just because you guys decide you're going to walk off stage doesn't mean I'm not still suffering pain. No, really, it's pretty hot in here.
Well, you know, one thing that gets me, I'm really confused about this. What is Soylent Green?
Don't ask. And don't ask what Soylent Brown is either.
Soylent Green? Soylent Green is people. Hey, I think I got some more T-Bucks in my pocket. They might burn up if you don't let me out soon. At least I think they're made of paper. Okay, I'll marry you. Let me out.
Hey, Dad. Can I have that hoverboat now?